Eggs are packed with protein, vitamins, and essential fats. So why do some seniors feel worse after eating them? What if the way you're cooking eggs or what you're eating them with is quietly raising your cholesterol, causing joint pain, or making your memory foggy? Most people think eggs are always a healthy choice, but after 60, a few small mistakes can turn them into a hidden health risk. Curious what they are? Let's find out together. You've heard it before. Eggs are one of nature's most perfect foods. And it's true. One large egg delivers 6 grams of high-quality protein, all 9 essential amino acids, choline for brain health, lutein and zeaxanthin for your eyes, and virtually 0 sugar. But for seniors, there's something most people never hear. It's not the egg that causes problems, it's how we prepare and eat them. As we age, our bodies change, our metabolism slows down, our sensitivity to certain fats and additives increases. And tiny, everyday mistakes, things that seem harmless, can quietly build up over time and affect our energy, digestion, joint comfort, and even memory. Let's be honest. Are you scrambling your eggs in the wrong oil? Adding just one thing that spikes inflammation? Or maybe eating the same egg dish every single day without thinking twice? Stick with me, because in this video from Senior Health Boost, we'll explore the 4 most common mistakes seniors make with eggs and how to fix them fast. Especially mistake #3- because most older adults do it every single morning without realizing the long-term risk. Mistake number 1. Cooking eggs in inflammatory oils. Let's begin with what happens before the egg ever hits your plate: the oil you cook it in. For many people over 60, that might mean a splash of vegetable oil, a quick spritz of cooking spray, a spoonful of margarine, or a bit of canola oil. Sound familiar? These oils may seem harmless or even heart-healthy, but they're typically very high in omega-6 fatty acids. And while omega-6s aren't inherently bad, too much of them, especially without enough omega-3s, can cause serious inflammation in the body. According to Harvard Health, the average American consumes 10 to 15 times more omega-6 than they need. That imbalance fuels chronic inflammation, clogs arteries, and disrupts cholesterol regulation. It doesn't stop there, it also affects your joints, blood vessels, metabolism, and brain. Let's take Ruth as an example. Ruth is 67. She's full of life and energy. Every morning, she made sunny-side-up eggs using a popular vegetable oil blend. She thought she was doing the right thing until the bloating, stiff knees, and high LDL cholesterol started showing up. When she went to her doctor, the eggs didn't get blamed. The oil did. So Ruth made a change. She switched to extra virgin olive oil, rich in antioxidants and far gentler on the body. On weekends, she used ghee clarified butter, and some mornings she poached her eggs instead, no oil at all. The results? Her bloating disappeared, her knees stopped aching, and breakfast became something she looked forward to again. So ask yourself, have you checked the oil in your pan lately? Even the healthiest eggs can turn problematic if the cooking oil is throwing your body out of balance. But there's more, because it's not just about the oil. What you eat with your eggs matters just as much. Let's move on to mistake number 2, pairing eggs with processed meats. Let's pick up where we left off, talking about what's next to your eggs on the plate. Because even if your eggs are cooked in the right oil, pairing them with the wrong food can cancel out all those health benefits. Mistake number 2, pairing eggs with processed meats. Eggs and bacon, eggs and sausage, eggs and ham. For many seniors, these combos are nostalgic, comforting, and part of their daily morning routine. But there's a hidden danger here, one that's been well documented but too often overlooked. Processed meats are loaded with harmful compounds like sodium nitrates and nitrites, used as preservatives along with BET, and sometimes added sugars or cheap fillers. These aren't just unhealthy extras. They've been strongly linked to increased blood pressure, cholesterol imbalances, and even higher risks of colorectal cancer. In fact, the World Health Organization classifies processed meats as Group 1 carcinogens, the same category as tobacco and asbestos. That's not meant to scare you, but it is meant to get your attention. Here's where it becomes especially relevant for seniors. When you pair eggs, a heart-friendly, nutrient-dense food, with processed meats, you're not just adding empty calories. You're actively working against your own health goals. Let's take Henry's story. Henry, 70, is a retired firefighter living with type 2 diabetes. For 15 years, his breakfast never changed: 2 fried eggs, 2 sausage links, and black coffee. Simple, familiar, comfortable. But then the symptoms began. tingling in his feet, heaviness in his legs, and afternoon crashes that left him exhausted. His doctor ordered labs and what they found wasn't good. Early signs of arterial plaque buildup, inflammation in the nerves, rising LDL levels. The likely culprit: the inflammatory load from those daily sausages, especially when pan-fried at high heat. But the solution wasn't to ditch the eggs. It was to ditch the processed meat. Henry made the swap. Instead of sausage, he added sliced avocado loaded with heart-healthy monounsaturated fats. Some days, it was steamed spinach with a dash of olive oil for circulation support. Other days, he tried grilled tomatoes with herbs for flavor and antioxidants. The results came quickly. His foot tingling improved. His afternoon fatigue lessened. And over time, his medication dose was reduced. So now, take a second to look at your plate. Are you automatically reaching for bacon or sausage to go with your eggs? If so, it might be time to rethink that habit. Because the next mistake doesn't come from what's on your plate but from doing the same thing every day. Mistake number 3. Eating eggs the same way every single day. No, this one might surprise you because on the surface, it doesn't sound harmful at all. After all, eggs are healthy. They're easy. They're familiar. But here's the thing. Eating the same egg dish every single morning can quietly backfire over time, especially if you're not pairing it with other nutrient-rich foods. Let's look at why. First, eating lots of eggs, especially yolks, without balancing them with fiber like veggies or fruit can cause cholesterol to slowly rise. It's not the egg's fault, it's the lack of variety that creates issues. Second, repeating the same meal day after day means your body misses out on micronutrient diversity. That means your digestion, metabolism, and energy levels may begin to suffer. Third, sticking to a single egg-based routine often crowds out other important foods like berries, greens, or fermented veggies that your gut and brain thrive on. Take Gloria, for example. She's 72, bright, energetic, and loves crossword puzzles. For years, breakfast was the same: scrambled eggs, white toast with butter, no veggies, no fruit, no change. Over time, she began feeling off. Constipation, sluggishness, and a cholesterol number that kept creeping up. After blood tests, her doctor found low levels of B12 and folate, key nutrients she wasn't getting from her routine. She also had signs of oxidative stress, a red flag for early aging. Her solution? She didn't cut eggs. She added to them. She rotated her meals: boiled eggs with a side of chia pudding and fresh berries, a veggie omelet with spinach, tomato, and onion, mini baked egg muffins with bell peppers and herbs. Within weeks, her digestion improved, her energy returned, and most surprisingly, her morning meals became something she looked forward to again. So ask yourself, are you eating the same egg meal every day? If yes, try changing it up. Your body and your taste buds will thank you. And now, onto the final mistake, a silent one that begins in the fridge and can affect your immune system without you realizing. Let's take a closer look at mistake number 4. Storing eggs improperly. Many people don't give it much thought. Eggs go in the fridge, right? But how you store them can make all the difference, especially if your immune system isn't as strong as it used to be. Eggshells are porous. That means they can absorb moisture, odors, and bacteria through their shells. If you store eggs in fluctuating temperatures or near strong-smelling foods like onions or fish, you're increasing the risk of contamination. And that risk includes salmonella, a bacteria that can cause serious illness, especially in seniors. So what can you do? Store eggs in their original carton. It helps shield them from odors and protects them from cracks. Keep them in the coldest part of the fridge, not on the door, where temps rise and fall. Always check the expiration date, and if in doubt, do the float test. A fresh egg sinks, a bad one floats. These might seem like tiny details, but for older adults, they can be the difference between feeling great and getting sick. So now that we've uncovered 4 common mistakes seniors make with eggs, let's shift gears. Because next, we're not just fixing mistakes, we're upgrading your entire breakfast with smart swaps and energizing additions. Coming up next in the Senior Health Boost video, the 3 best ways to enjoy eggs for stronger legs, sharper memory, and better digestion without sacrificing flavor or fun. Let's wrap this journey up where it matters most, with action, clarity, and confidence in your next meal. You now know the 4 biggest mistakes many people over 60 make when it comes to eggs. These mistakes aren't dramatic, but they are sneaky. They add up. And if you're like most seniors, one of them might be happening right in your kitchen without you even realizing it. We left off talking about proper egg storage, a detail most people never give a second thought. But for someone like George, 74, that small oversight caused days of discomfort. George is independent. He still drives himself to the store, loves weekend yard work, and rarely complains. But a few weeks ago, something wasn't right. He had cramping, nausea, and chills that knocked him off his feet. He thought it was just a little bug, maybe something he ate at a restaurant. But when his doctor asked about recent meals, George remembered making a veggie omelet at home. And those eggs? They weren't stored properly. He kept them in the fridge door, the warmest spot, and had even left them on the counter for several hours the day before. That was enough. His doctor gave him simple advice. Store eggs in the main compartment of the refrigerator, where the temperature is more consistent. Keep them in their original carton, which protects them from absorbing odors and moisture. Check the best by date weekly. And never leave eggs out for more than 2 hours. George followed through. No more mystery illnesses. No more digestive distress. Sometimes the smallest habits are the most powerful. And that brings us to a bigger truth. When it comes to senior health, it's not about fear. It's about respect. Respecting your body, respecting your food, and paying attention to the details that add up to years of better living. Let's take a step back and revisit what we've learned in this episode from Senior Health Boost. The 4 most common egg mistakes seniors make. 1. Cooking with inflammatory oils. Vegetable oils and sprays may seem convenient, but they're packed with omega-6s. Over time, they silently fuel inflammation, disrupt your cholesterol, and stress your joints. Instead, choose extra virgin olive oil, ghee, or try poaching or boiling your eggs. 2. Pairing eggs with processed meats. Bacon, sausage, and ham contain nitrates, sodium, and preservatives that can cancel out the benefits of eggs and increase your risk of heart disease and even cancer. Trade them for fresh avocado, steamed spinach, or grilled tomatoes. 3. Eating eggs the same way. Every day sounds harmless, but eating the same egg dish daily can lead to nutrient gaps, fiber deficiency, and rising cholesterol. Variety is key. Rotate your ingredients. Add color. Include veggies, fiber, and different cooking methods to keep your body balanced. 4. Improper egg storage. Eggs are porous. Storing them on the fridge door or letting them sit out too long can open the door to bacteria and illness. Keep them cold, sealed, and safe. You don't need to give up eggs. You just need to use them wisely. Because the truth is, eggs are one of the most complete, nourishing foods available. They can support brain health, muscle strength, metabolism, and vision. But like any powerful tool, it's all about how you use them. Let's bring this home with a reminder from our first stories. Ruth switched oils and said goodbye to joint pain. Henry swapped sausage for veggies and lowered his blood sugar. Gloria added variety and got her energy back. George stored his eggs correctly and ended weeks of mystery illness. They didn't make dramatic changes. They just made one small shift, and the impact was real. So, what about you? Which of these egg mistakes feels most familiar to you? Let us know in the comments. Your insight might be exactly what someone else needs to make a healthier choice today. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. It's progress. It's awareness. It's waking up tomorrow and making one smarter choice at breakfast. Start by switching your oil. Try a new veggie on the side. Move your eggs from the fridge door. And while you're at it, why not share this video with someone over 60 who eats eggs every day? You never know the ripple effect of one small step. We're so glad you spent this time with us here at Senior Health Boost. If this video helped you feel more confident about eating eggs, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Senior Health Boost for more real-life, science-backed tips to help you stay strong, energized, and independent after 60. And stay tuned. In our next video, we reveal one healthy breakfast food that may be draining your energy and fueling inflammation more than you ever suspected. Until then, stay strong, stay smart, and take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.